You know, it's time for lunch. Pretty close,
Yes,
huh?
I smell garlic.
That's right, from Jasper's Kitchen and his cookbook and our kitchen here as well. Jasper's here with a perfect dish for today's weather and Thanksgiving. Jasper, what are you cooking today?
All right, we're talking Alabama Wild. You heard me this summer. When Bubba John gives you something, you better cook with it. And I have Alabama Wild oysters. They are fantastic. All you have to do is wash them off outside of the container, and then we're going to make an oyster three-way. How about that? We're going to actually make some fresh oysters. We're going to bread them with a little bit of lemon breadcrumbs. We're going to do an old-fashioned oyster stew, very, very traditional. And then we have this little oyster teas. It's going to be served on a little spoon, so let's get started right away. Oysters, Christina, how easy are these? We start off with lemon breadcrumbs. Now, you need a lot of lemon breadcrumbs, so I start off with a cup of lemon breadcrumbs, a cup of grated Pecorino Romano or Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, either one, and some breadcrumbs. You just give those a nice little mix-up very, very quickly here. That's our breading. How simple is that, okay? We have our oysters. Put your oysters in a little bit of egg wash, or you can use a little bit of cream, whatever you like. Cream's probably better, you know? And then all we have to do is just dip those very, very quickly into our breadcrumb mixture. We have our frying pan. We'll just warm this up very, very quickly. In the meantime, while that's warming up, let's start off with a little bit of traditional oyster stew. I have a little bit of butter here, and this really makes the whole dish, to be honest with you. Now, I told Bubba when I was going to make this dish today, I was going to do it old style. So it's just real quick, simple ingredients. You fry a little bit of butter. You add the oysters. You can put a little flour on them if you want, but I like them really traditional style. So let's just add those oysters. And to be honest with you, you need some of that stew, some of that broth there. That's what gives it all the flavor there. So don't be shy and don't be afraid of oysters. Come on, they are fantastic. Everybody's got to try an oyster once in a while. So we have our bread in here. Now we're all ready with these oysters, Christina. Get them very, very quickly. Our butter and oil is ready. I just drop them right into that frying oil. A little olive oil and butter is fine also. And you let that saute for a minute. How easy. Lemons, breadcrumbs, and cheese. Our oysters are sauteing over here, and they do cook pretty quickly, so I don't want to kind of overcook them. So I'm going to go ahead with the whole soup right now, or if you want to call it a little bit of stew. Oysters, butter, how about this? Some green onions or chives fresh from the garden. Last day for that. There's not going to be any garden left after this weekend. And some heavy cream to that. We'll just cook that down maybe about, I'd say 8 to 10 minutes. How about this? A little seasoning, whatever you like. Slap your mama seasoning. I like that one from Bubba John. We'll put that in there, give it a little flavor, and that is it. You have a great oyster soup going. You have your oysters frying. One last dish here, and that's my favorite, and I call these little spoons. These are little teasers. I just get a fried oyster very quickly. I'll put a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano on it. I'll dip a little bit of olive oil just right on top and some crispy pancetta. I do it Sicilian style. Your guests show up. You offer them a little bit of oyster stew. You offer them a little teaser of the oyster in the spoon, and, of course, the oysters, Christina. It's all simple. If you have some leftover oysters, don't forget, you got to put them in your stuffing or just eat them raw. That's even fantastic like that. Alabama Wild Oysters from Bubba John. It's all great for Thanksgiving. I look forward to cooking for you.
Oh, Jasper smells wonderful, and that recipe is posted on our website right now. Just go to NBCActionNews.com and click on the morning news. And don't forget, Jasper, you got that cookbook as well, right?
That's right, the Jasper's Kitchen Cookbook. All the recipes are in there. And happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. And enjoy some oysters.
Don't slap your mama.
Exactly. You like that, don't you?
We'll be right back. We got to eat something. Let's eat something.
Saturday, that means it's